the alleged coup plot. Where they say supposedly it be happen for Nigeria, right? Some people even in his way say they in his search. How they tell they speak the English, chef? They would the leak and say, okay, now wait make President rejig the service chief, which allegedly more put on that way, right? But the more I dey try one brush her off, the more I dey see more news on how some certain high profile individuals don dey under investigation in regards to alleged coup plot. I can't say now I see say the aide of Temipre Sylvia, a former governor and also a former minister, that's the special assistant on media and public affairs to the ex-minister of state for petroleum resources, Chief Temipre Sylvia, Julius Bukuru, don dismiss reports linking a master to an alleged coup plot. For those who don't know, the military, there was a report, I think that was yesterday, early hours of this morning, I come across that report, say the military, they investigate and they probe an alleged plot to overthrow President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, so I know say first thing where you go talk now, but President talk say we not go borrow money again. No, he not talk say we not borrow from international. He said nah, we don't get enough money not to dey borrow domestically again. That is locally from banks and every other means that we normally borrow. But when it comes to international borrowing, now be this one involved. We never reach that level. But Sanusi talk something, and the Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi, he talked something about the former president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who has noticed say the whole conversation around Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, that's former president of Nigeria, coming to run, come to interest. Like, especially after a wife talk, I'm not going back to Aso Rock. My eyes saw pepper when I was there. The Emir of Kano, Oga Sanusi, he said, former President Goodluck Jonathan administration reconsidered removing the fuel subsidy in 2011 due to security fears at the height of Boko Haram insurgents.
We be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Yeah, DJ Sap, the DJ and 0DL on top that record. Welcome back, 89.9 Yanga FM station with Sabi. My name is Water Bobby Emmcee around B, or simply just call me around B. And you follow me there inside Cruise Express the show, but right now we did the segment to Tori Wey matter. I get a couple of important stories to share with you now today. And if you also feel the need to air your views, share your take, or express how you feel about those news, you feel down through WhatsApp, whether not by voice note or by text message. The WhatsApp number is still very much active: 0904 821 3013. I'll take that number again: 0904 821 3013. Now, first of all, I get to update. Yes, so I don't go like give you I don't know how many of you don't hear the alleged coup plot. Where they say supposedly it be happen for Nigeria, right? Some people even in his way say they in his search. How they tell they speak the English, chef? They would the leak and say, okay, now wait make President rejig the service chief, which allegedly more put on that way, right? But the more I dey try one brush her off, the more I dey see more news on how some certain high profile individuals don dey under investigation in regards to alleged coup plot. I can't say it happen abi no happen abi they were planning it or whatsoever. There was even a report that a former governor and a former minister exchanged money to fund the coup. I can't say somebody for Twitter who was gingering people has been picked up, your account deactivated. I can't say with all this turnout of events, is it really true that something like that wanted to happen or was about to happen? What is going on? Because we dey even yarn right now sef report dey say Temipre Sylvia say dem be bust his house go do carry out 1 or 2 investigation based on say there is no just use alleged based on the alleged coup plot, right? When I see this news I say, okay, what is really going on? Why soldiers go raid ex-governor Sylvia residence? What are they looking for? Before I try get my head around wetin dey happen for Nigeria, now I see say the aide of Temipre Sylvia, a former governor and also a former minister. That's the special assistant on media and public affairs to the ex-minister of state for petroleum resources, Chief Temipre Sivia, Julius Bukuru, don't dismiss reports linking a master to an alleged coup plot, as they describe them as baseless and politically motivated. So why soldiers already ask, what is going on in this country? Are we safe? I never want to talk about the threat to National Assembly when they don't raise say there is plan to bomb. I never want to go there. According to the statement that was released by the Special Assistant on Media Public Affairs to the ex-Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Temipre Sivia, now today they released the statement too. He said the rumors circulating in some quarters were the handiwork of desperate and self-seeking politicians seeking to actualize their ambition ahead of the 2027 election. You get wetin dey happen for this country when not dey politically motivated again? Because according to wetin dey yarn right now, you say the reason why they link this alleged coup plot to your principal abi your master na because of political people they wan spoil him name. According to the statement. For those who don't know, the military, there was a report, I think that was yesterday, early hours of this morning, I come across that report, said the military, they investigate and they probe an alleged plot to overthrow President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And on top of that report, said that they currently even grill the managing director of a federal government agency in the South region. Two intelligence officers can confirm say the officials were arrested for allegedly transferring a huge sum of money to Temipre Sivia, who was reportedly being fingered as one of the financiers of this alleged plot. Investigators were said to believe the funds were meant to finance the purported coup when not going to happen. During when the special agent to Temipre Sivia they talk, he said, this news where they walk around. Now mischiefs, because some people, some of them don't they smell say the former Bayelsa state governor and former minister now major threat and obstacle for their ambition to achieve their position come 2027. Isn't a wicked politicians all of them be? Say now why they don't take to their desperation to a different level to spoil the impressive your name, to spoil the political presence and credibility. Then an evil agenda now it be. He talk plenty things. Shall just use and to describe the whole matter. So was there really a coup? Hey, I don't be. Also no, but anyway, that now how far I can go because they say investigation is still ongoing. So hopefully maybe we'll get to find that soon. Away from that right now, before I enter other very important issue, I just want to let you know, say, when we speak in one voice, or even though say the voice they come from different regions of the country, the powers that be will shift. You know how I update on last week saying, based on the presidential pardon list, when Nigerians they cry over, or let's use the word public outcry, Presido decide withdraw the list, set up a committee to look into the list. Finally, the committee don't do their work. Almost finished. Let's put it that way, right? Almost finished, right? And waiting with dey here now, my brothers and sisters. Now, say some people name not go make that list again. Meanwhile, some people when they don't give freedom, they get away to rearrange them again, because according to latest development right now, my brothers and sisters. Say, okay, may I just put on this way. With President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they say he don't bow to pressure as he don't review the pardon when he be give kidnapping, drug-related offenses on top that first list when they released before now. According to the recent development, my brothers and sisters, say they don't almost finalize, or rather they the final stage of looking at the list, looking at who they will remove and who they go leave for that particular list. If you can remember, I think the list was around 175 persons now they granted pardon and clemency, right? Yes. So it's possible right now by the time that list come outside, because waiting with the year and say, according to the special advisor on information and strategy, Oga Bayo Nanuga, today Wednesday, he say they don't do some rejigi after they finish their investigation. Say the list now, they want the next level now to do consultation with the Council of State and public opinion on the matter. And Presido also directed further review of initially approved list of consideration in furtherance of the president discretionary power under section 175 bracket 1 and bracket 2 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Say certain persons convicted of serious crimes such as kidnapping, drug-related offenses, one that they complain about, human trafficking, fraud, and unlawful possession of firearms and armed dealing, though they deleted from the list. That's to say half of the list go with the way this matter do they be right now. Because that list, if you check the list, most of them now drug-related offenses, now they full there pass. Kidnappers also be full there. Now that will even make Nigeria have caught chain pass. Human trafficking, they see food there. That's to say almost 100 names on that list we go. But anyway, now the latest update now be this. Say they go delete and come on the list. Say this action they very necessary in view of the seriousness and security implication of some of these offenses. So now not for reason all these things before. So if to say the public not crying, so now for let this people come outside. With this rate and increase of kidnapping, where don't turn business everywhere. Anyway, I will just stop there. The remaining people that live for the list right now, who are the eligible beneficiaries, they say they don't transmit them to the Nigeria Correctional Service for implementation in line with the duly signed instrument of release. I been wanna release the list for public too. I need to go search for that list more, check really. Say one thing to talk, another thing I say when I really do and you get. So we'll check the list. But that's the latest development concerning that presidential pardon list right now. I get an update concerning loan. It's been approved. We'll go talk about them, but before then we'll go on this very music break, not go anywhere. Yes. Okay, welcome back. A beautiful record. Only God can save all of us for this country. Yes, Adekunle Gold and Davido, even though they not be waiting to talk for the song, maybe that, but they shall say only God can save them. Anyway, my name is Bob Emmcee around B. We see the inside Cruise Express on top 89.9 Yanga FM, and we do inside Tori Wey matter. Now, before I go on that music break, I be to share the update, or rather, yes, the update on top the presidential pardon list, and as I be what conclude the report, I be can't they use my head to calculate, say, okay, how many people now? Because they say the people when they say me they come up for the list, now they occupy the list before they want to certify list. Only for me to say, okay, may I do small research. Now my senior bros for here, big shout out to Engineer Nee, they send me the full list. Baba, from 175, they reduce down to 34. Oh, salobwa, what dog you? Sure, 175 to 34. That means they delete 141 names. Come on, I mean, my mathematics said not correct again. Wait. In as much as this is a commendable move by the president, it shows say in a listening president. First of all, because where would they come from? They not send your papa. If you like, cry from today tomorrow. They don't give you reply. They don't give you shake body. But then again, my question one ask now say, why we need to fair reshare first before now realize say these people want una no fair do who fair bring this, who submit this list before? Because more than 80% of the people that made that list before, they don't come on the list. And they look the list right now. 34. I wish enough time there for give you now the full names, but I think you can get that on top Oga Bayo Nanuga S page, that Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, right? Did now be the first post. I will go still confirm there after Ogani you send me the list. You go see the full list there. The one when we say they granted clemency, the one where they get I think they are just 15. The person that were granted clemency are just 15 persons. Then the one when we say they reduce their death sentence to life in whose death sentence are committed to life imprisonment are now four persons by the name Emmanuel Baba, Abubakar Usman, Khalifa Umar, Mohammed Umar. Maybe later I'll go deep to really know the offense so they be commit for them to get this particular death sentence, which is now reduced to life imprisonment. Maybe if these people are lucky enough, if not this administration, maybe after another administration coming, then we can say, okay, since now life sentence, let's have it reduced to some certain level of years sentence. Then the other one are 15 persons who they granted pardon. Yes, just 15 persons. I wish enough time, and some of them are even gone. They are land before. They don't go the land before. That majority of the people that even got the presidential pardon. This is a welcome development. Commendable though. I'm not gonna lie, give you for a nation who sometimes because of pride no one correct the mistake when you make. Us doing this is commendable. I will just leave it there though. But the full list they online right now from 175 to 34. So all those illegal mind one senator be stand for before. Anyway, this is a welcome development. Moving to the next story, most important story right now. I just want to let you know, say the reps, House of Rep, don't approve with Presido Bola Ahmed Tinubu request to secure a total of 2.347 billion US dollar from the international capital market to part finance the 2025 budget deficit and to refinance maturing euro bond too. Should I explain the meaning of deficit? Enough money not there to take for push the 2025 budget because a lot of other projects there to cover. So the money being generated nothing cover now. So we need to borrow to take meet up so that make the thing may cover the deficit. Is that okay? Yes. So I know say first thing where you go talk now, but President just say we not go borrow money again. No, he not say we not borrow from international. He said nah, we don't get enough money not to the borrow domestically again. That is locally from banks and every other means that we normally borrow. But when it comes to international borrowing, now be this one involved. We never reach that level. But part of me the feel say if with the way we they go right now and the plans to boost our revenue generation through the new tax reform that kicks off by January 2026. I also believe, I want to put them for my mind, this is not me, also believe, come 2026, maybe we also get an announcement, say, oh, Nigeria will no longer borrow from whether not World Bank, IMF, International Capital Market, Africa Development Bank, Chinese loan, all those loans, I hope we get there because not be small money they want to generate once that tax reform kick off by 2026. I'm hoping we get to that level too because if we can achieve it locally, we can also do it on international level. But as with the year right now, this is approval by House of Rep. Follow the consideration and adoption of a report be presented by the House Committee on AIDS, Loans and Debt Management, chaired by Honorable Abubakar Hassan Nalaraba during plenary when they presided over by the Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas. Just to give you a small, more go back on top the money when they borrowed around the administration. I'll be more your liver. If we talk and if you invest, you'll be more liver. But if you get anything to say, WhatsApp number they open already 0904-821-3013. Now, away from that, another important story I'll share with you when it still matter. Now, a yes, may I put it that way? A yes by the Minister of Works, David Umahi. You know, say some people don't question the project being done in the country, right? But how much should they spend for all these roads serve? How much should they spend per kilometer? You get? What is going on? Different. No, man, they hungry. Not be road we want chop. They say Nigeria now go use road where bad they'll complain. They do road for you, they complain. But then again, it is what it is, right? Because man, they really hungry. So I think in a bid to give you a general answer, the Minister of Works, who was a former governor, David Umahi, he say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration they lay a foundation for a new generation of highway when they design to last 50 to 100 years. Baba, this talk when you talk, so hope you serious about them because We go remind you once Porto start to do some of those roads, which I hope you not go do. According to Devumai, he said, you see this road, this project, what they do across the country, so this new design, what they do, say it go last 50 to 100 years. And this one go move us away from the poorly constructed road that have been done in the past, which all of us they very much aware of. Because today you go see they do road after like 1 year, Porto don't fall inside because it was not properly built or constructed. And I said last week, I said one of the biggest decisions that made me so proud of maybe road construction for Nigeria. Now the movement away from asphalt to concrete and cement. I don't know advisors. I think that was done during the last administration. Yeah, I think like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Because I don't compare some of the road when they use cement and concrete they do. You know if you compare to asphalt. Was it last administration? I've been during Jonathan administration. My head they clean. But I know say never to take when we move, enter. It's just waiting make cement start to the cost also, sha. But may I not go there. That's not my concern. You get. Since we start to use cement, they construct our road. Because people want to finish our head on top asphalt. Then they put asphalt at also a matter. You hear say road this and that. You get. But according to Devumai, he said, "Mo no worry. Say this road when they construct, say it go last 50 to 100 years. That means you won't be 30 years now. You go don't reach like 100 by the grace of God. The road you see the user make you no fear. Anyway, that's from the Minister of Works, though. I think that answers some of our question. Briefly and sharply, Sanusi talked something, and the Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi, he talked something about the former president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who has noticed say the whole conversation around Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, that's former president of Nigeria, come to interest. We bless it don't calm down a little bit. It don't play small. You notice, Abi? Because Baba not agree talk. Especially after a wife talk, I'm not going back to Aso Rock. My eyes saw pepper when I was there. So there's nothing that would let me try and quote her. If God take you out of a trouble, your prayer should not be to go back there. Now waiting mother patient Jonathan talk when they ask her about the whole movement of her husband coming back to contest for presidency. Now wait till she talk. And I think after that talk, the whole movement, the motion on top, Jonathan will run under PDP, Jonathan will contest against President Bola Ahmed. It just kind of like calm down, right? But back to waiting make me start to talk about Jonathan right now. The Emir of Kano, Oga Sanusi, saying former President Goodluck Jonathan administration reconsidered removing the fuel subsidy in 2011 due to security fears at the height of Boko Haram insurgents. I don't know if your memory is now short term. This whole subsidy that was removed last 2023, right? That was last 2 years by the administration of Buhari in conjunction with Tinubu. May I put on that way? Because I told the hand, but it was started by Buhari. For those who don't know, you get. Baba Tinubu just announced because there was no budget for it for the last 6 months of 2023 because it was not made by the outgoing administration, right? The first person who make an attempt was President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Yes. You remember Occupy Nigeria? Now remove a subsidy, now Litoramo. Yeah. It go shock you, say some people when they fight against and they come, but that's a conversation for another day. Let's not go there. You get. But Sanusi, the Emir of Kano, say during when because he served as governor of CBN 2009 and 2014, between 2009 and 2014, during when they yarn at Oxford Global Think Tank Leadership Conference for Abuja on Wednesday, he said Nigeria's current economic hardship stems from the country failure to remove fuel subsidy more than a decade ago. Say I wish we come out at that time. We support Jonathan. We not use that agenda at that time. Say maybe all this problem won't they face now we for don't pass and take. But agenda must agenda 2011 that led to Occupy Nigeria. He said the only reason the government compromised at that time and did 50% to 100% was because of Boko Haram. There were thousands of Nigerians on the street in Lagos, Kano, Kaduna, and other cities. There were fear. There was fear that one day, one of these suicide bombers will go to these Nigerians where they are gathering and explode bomb. Before you know, you will have 200. You will have 200 people dead body. May I put it that way? So it was no longer about the subsidy. This were the Jonathan's administration concern, and you have to give it to President Jonathan. Give him the credit. He was determined to do it, but at the end of the day, a compromise was made to save Nigerians' life. Because to Jonathan administration or to Jonathan himself, the life of Nigeria they more important than removing subsidy. He said, "Now make them take that decision back." Now be me talk this one. I am here. Kano Sanusi. Now they give us this secret now. For those of now when not know before. Sanusi come here and say, if to say the subsidy, say they remove and then, say the economic pain would have been far less severe than what Nigeria they face today. Because that time money dey now. Oh yeah, price high now. He said, I wish Nigeria allowed Jonathan government remove the subsidy in 2011. There would have been pain, but the pain for not this serious as what we face currently right now. Say for just be tiny fraction of what we face today. Anyway, he talk plenty of that things at the end, but I just let you know wetin make Jonathan really go back on the word on top of the removal of subsidy. That means it wasn't really about the protest when they do. Now the fear of say people go feel lose their life as a result, because that was also the peak time of Boko Haram. If you can remember, Boko Haram blow up around 2009. For those who get short memory, right? That would be a conversation for another day. But then again, now the last story I will share with you at this particular junction right now. These are few of the Tori stories when matter on this very day. JMG, I'll just see sharply take your voice note at this particular junction before I wrap up.
Hello and B, good evening. I greet you. And Chinwe, my love, where you do? Only Aro and B voice at the end. Aro and B see, they get wetin dey pay me for this government. I wan even talk of those people who dem release. Me, I no wan talk of the coup. That one not concern me. You see, those people wey dem release, for me, they're not supposed to even release those people. People dey for prison wey be say they no do anything. Those ones, they don't even get file. They don't even know whether they go come out for there forever. I'm telling you, those people, they don't even look for them to release them. Now people who don't know their name, who not say they get case where be say relate to drug. Now they release. I bet which kind country be this? Check now. Check Amaro and B. Which kind country be this one? The kind of way those people even involving for other country, now waiting they take they hang people, they kill them. You can't go release them from prison where they manage put them. So it is well, well done, my brother. I they enjoy now. God bless you now for the good work. Now they do now GMG of life. Now in the talk.
Okay, GMG. I want to believe say okay, maybe you not hear the last part. No, they not release them. Out of 175 list, 175 list, now 34 persons now can benefit from the pardon list, and clearly you go know say from that 34, 15 of them do already by when they grant presidential pardon. The other ones which are probably like around if you take out 15 from 34, that's what did you do, man? That's 19, right? Yeah, the rest 19, they not be all those people who in the suspect. So those names now they don't delete and come from the presidential pardon list, and they still remain for prison. Now you also need to know say the people when they talk about when you expect president to give pardon, they never they convicted yet. You get. I think there was a record by Nigeria Correctional Center where they say I think 60% of people when they did Nigeria prison say they never even they convicted of their crime. They just leave them. They are waiting trial. You get. So when I think by law, correct me I'm wrong, for the barrister of the law, I think before president will give you pardon, you have to be convicted. You get. Not people are waiting trial. Not be so they talk. I think so. That's what I think of my head based on my common my head. But probably maybe speak to one or two lawyers to understand. Maybe now why those people when you expect to leave the prison, not if you leave the prison, you get a special grace of God. Somebody carry their case, can't go court, they can't reason the matter, say they not really deserve to be there. Then based on how we try to come on, then you get me. Anyway, that's the wrap. Thank you very, very, very much. Yeah, truly, I see you. No, they're not released then. After all the cry, president hear us now. Now why they release the release from 175 to 34, but the thing shocked me. That means next time now, when I need to consider on our list when I bring up come public, because to a certain level, it seems like a shame, but then again, it's commendable because we never experienced this kind of thing before. Anyway, my name is Aaron B. The show continues. We'll move to the next hour right now, which is Office Palava. Not go anywhere. 89.9 Yanga FM. Now with the runner, Sabi Station. More enjoy this beautiful record from Arastar.
We be 89.9 Yanga FM.